everybody, I'm Yolanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a kit up and chat. Actually, I'm going to do a double kit up and chat, because I'm going to kit up two kits today. Hence why there's there a basket and there a container of Elizabeth Ward containers. I actually had so much glitter, I was like, I'm going to put it here so it's a little less. Hopefully the lighting is still okay, but yeah, it's something today. Yeah, I'm filming this in the evening because my husband had an impromptu day off tomorrow when I was actually wanting to film this. I'll get into that in a little bit, hopefully, if my brain wants to brain. But yeah, so I decided to kit up, well, now. So I'm going to kit up this kit. This is, let's get a different image. I have it sideways actually, but it is Colourful Macarons by Yvonne Phillips. Or Philips. I think it is, since it's a German company, so there's a big chance that it's a French artist. I think. And this is a 35 by 61 centimeter. It's square. And it has 66 colors, so it's kind of a big one. And the one I'm kitting up in the basket is this little cutie. I cut the sticker part off, and this I'm going to take into, well, take on the bags, well, stick on the bags. And this is a Feeling Playfull. This is just a 40 by 40. The first one was by Karat Art, as I said before, and well, Feeling Playfull is from Diamond Pinning Fanatics, which no longer exists. So I'm going to sit down now, because now I have shown you everything I need to show you. Sorry if I keep coughing every now and then, but yeah. Life is kicking my behind, and it's no longer fun anymore. I absolutely am. I'm over it by now, but yeah, we'll get to that in just a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to try to cut the stickers off first. So take all the excess off that I need. Now I'm going to do something different from what I normally would do. I'm going to try to peel off the sticker part. Come on, get off. Normally I don't have a fuss with this, but always when I'm trying to film, oh, come on, you. Sorry if I'm out of focus a bit, but I'm also needing to see what I'm doing, because this is not wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, let's try a different area. Every time I think I have it, I don't. This is just so terribly annoying. Gotcha, finally. We're getting somewhere. So I'm going to peel this off as far as I need. It's about there. I never use this like 1 to 18, so I'm never using those. So I'm just cutting that off. So I only have the symbol and the DMC code left. A bit crooked, but oh well. So now I have the sticky part off, so I can use it like that. Repeat the process for the other annoying part. let's try to focus for a little bit. Let's see if this one wants to get off a little bit easier. Gotcha. Ha. This went a little bit easier. Not too much, but at least a bit. Oh, I'm still sniffling and it's so annoying because I'm having a cold for now, I think like the 3rd week, if not even the 4th week. And yeah, it's starting to get really annoying. So I have a basket for like my papers, words behind me. So I'm throwing it in there. Whoa, I almost went face down with Charinol. And then I'm just going to separate them. But these now should, at least in theory, be a lot easier to get off. So we'll see if they actually want to get off, but okay, I'm going to blow my nose for a second, so hold on. Okay, and I'm back. Hopefully that's a lot better. But yeah, this cold is kicking my behind, and it's not even fun anymore. Because yeah, every time I think I'm feeling better, it turns around again, kicks me in my behind again, and yeah, I'm feeling crap again all over again. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. But yeah, first off, well, not first off, but still, yeah, how are you all doing? I hope you had a great week. My week was, as per usual, all over the place, and not all in the good way, so yeah, it's something. Let's keep it at that. So that's all the colors for this one. So we have here a sheet with it, like every information and all, but I have a sticker that's bigger than that, so I will be using that. So plastic, that away. I see here the 3 AB colors, so those will be put in first, even though they are number 15, 20, and 11. But I am going to put them in this way. So, there. Actually, also, like, the little bin is too small, but oh well. Well, it's not small enough, actually. It's too big. And that color. Put them in the wrong direction, but oh well. So now I am going to put them from 1 till 35, I believe I said. I'm just going to do it like this. Maybe not the smartest way, but at least it works. And that's the way my brain is operating now. Like, as long as it works, it works. Don't ask how, but working is working. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, it's really something at the moment. Yeah, I'm not talking in this process because otherwise I know myself I will be putting those numbers in the wrong order. Because I'm stupid with that. think this is the background color, don't you think? It's kind of a big color. I think big color is kind of the understatement of the century there, but just a few more. And that's that one. Okay, now I can scoot this row and just plonk the stickers on, put them in the basket, and then be done with it. But yeah, the reason why I am kitting up too is because I looked at the drills from this one, because the other one that I did from this company was a popping drill nightmare, even though it should be a good company, but apparently I just got a bad print, or well, bad drill batch. So yeah, I have been anticipating a bad diamond painting for this actually, because it was at the same time. And when I was looking at the drills, didn't look too great. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep them in the bags, because that's a good thing about this company. They are in drill bags already. Oh, put them in the wrong order still. But yeah, so they are no longer in order, so I also can't reach them. Well, even though last time I tried to reach them, I still couldn't reach them. So yeah, that's just my luck, but oh well. Yeah, so that's also why I was like, you know what, I'm just going to kit up a second one, just in case that this one is really going awful. I can just decide to basically throw it out instead of fussing with it for a long while, because I'm I'm already stressed up enough with everything going on. I'm not even going to want to bother with a diamond painting that's being fussy as well. So yeah, not going to do it. It's not worth it. I'm already stressed out enough, because also doesn't help that like the next, I think like month or so, I have a freakingly busy agenda for like personal stuff. It's no more fun. Thankfully, a lot of it also is like not long appointments. It's just like, for example, the swimming lesson of our daughter, or gym classes of the kids, or anything like that. But it's still like, it's every day something. And yeah, it's getting to me a little bit. So let's think. Let's start off where we went last week. I think I talked to you on Wednesday morning, so that was also like a short-ish week. Wednesday afternoon, didn't do much special. Had the kids play around. Had them do like one of these like dig up sets and everything, which they enjoyed, even though they were a bit fussy with it, but we managed. So I now also this weekend, well, yesterday actually, I put the rest that was over from that, like the parts that they have dug everything out. I have just mashed that up in a pestle and mortar and basically, well, ground it up. Put some water with it, that I get like a mush. Put it in like old pudding bowls and everything. Well, bowls, like the plastic packaging that it comes in. Put something that I made with like the resin, like little, I have alphabet molds or crystal molds or anything like that, whatever I find at that point in time, I have that in there. And then when it all dried out, the kids can dig it up again. So €1 takes me a bit further. And they are done with it in minutes anyway. Well, the first time, most of the times it's a bit longer because those are most of the times like really hard. It can take like an hour, hour and a half, but at least it's good. Also like a good test of patience. But the kids like it, so. But it's not a thing that I would like to do them like after school on like a Thursday or anything, because that's not enough time. So that's a vacation / Wednesday / weekend thing. But yeah, so I also on Wednesday, I don't know if I told you or no, I called on Thursday. Needed to call our doctor to get like the referral for our son for his diagnostics, because I haven't heard a thing from them in like a week, and the first one is kitted up already, so that's nice. Now on to the next one. So mind the crinkling. Took it open and the bag just it's going like this. Great. So I'm just going to plonk it here and do basically the same. Only this time I'm putting it in actual containers. Okay, I'm so done for. Okay, these are 2 of the same color. I'm going to put this one here because I'm wanting to make 2 rows because, yeah, 1 row I don't think will fit. But yeah, I'm trying to multitask now, but we'll see how well that goes. But yeah, I called our doctor to be like, hey, I haven't heard anything back. What gifts? Because they already told me like his regular doctor was on vacation. So yeah, apparently it like basically again slipped through everything and nobody looked at it yet. So yeah, nothing new. Will happen every now and then, stuff like that. But yeah, so I basically asked them like, okay, what do you want to do? Like, is there another doctor that will look at it? Or how are we going to do this? So she was like, I'm going to like speak to the doctor that's now there and see what she wants to do. I'm like, yeah, fine. So I did that, and I then needed to call back on Friday. So I did, obviously. Let's see, 66, 60, 69, 59. There's a lot of ABs in this one. 62, 7. Yeah, so on Friday I called back again. Thursday, not much happened anyway else for the rest, so that's another thing I can talk about. Yeah, so I called them back and they were like, yeah, we can make up the referral, so that will be happening next week. I was like, fine, because I understand that there also needs to be like planned in time for them to do like administration and referrals and stuff like that. And some stuff is just a simple click of the button and some stuff will not be. So I understand that. Not a total idiot. I am an idiot, but not a total idiot. Yeah, that's always good to have some fun with yourself. But yeah, so I also needed to call for myself because on Thursday evening I had a little bit of annoyance. I'm not going into too much details because it's like medical stuff, and I know that not everybody wants to hear it, and I'm also not having like too much of details, so I'm like also like for the sake of like peace and quiet of everybody. Well, I'm not going to say too much, but I can say as much as, well, I need to go to the hospital next week to have something checked out. The doctor didn't expect it would be something, but it's just like there's something annoying going on and it needs to be checked out to be sure that it's nothing. But it's at the point of like, it can be nothing. It can be real bad. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me. It's next week, Thursday, so the 19th I need to go. So I have some time to still freak out about it. Yeah, I'm laughing about it, but inside I'm dying. But yeah, the doctor didn't expect that it would be something, probably like something minor. What she called that it could be was something that is potentially needs to be operated on, but it's not life-threatening, but like it's one of those areas, again, not going into too much detail, but like, again, it's like one of those areas that it can be like absolutely nothing, and it can be seriously flipping wrong. So yeah, it's basically like somewhere in that area. So yeah. So my brain is like, I'm not thinking it's something, but at the same time, like, what if it's something? So yeah, upcoming weeks are a little bit stressful. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit on edge still, but yeah, trying to do my best to stay positive and hope for the best, but yeah. It's all we find is like not much to worry about, but still it's like that little bit in your head, like, what if it is something? Because yeah, I don't know how long you have been on my channel, but like a few years ago, my husband had a tumor in his foot. And that was also like a thing, like, it most likely wasn't something, but like until you have that, like, the doctors tell you, like, officially, like, it's nothing. Until that point, you're freaking out. Shoo. Yeah. I'm at that point now. But yeah, it's just actually like kind of annoying. Because you don't know. Thankfully, the hospital also, like, the doctor told it already, like, that specific department is most of the times pretty good with like waiting times and everything. Most of the times you don't need to wait too terribly long. So I was very grateful for that. Let's see, what am I going to do like container wise? Am I going to do it in DMC order or am I going to do it like I normally do? I think I'm going to do it like I normally do. So I need to clear out some space a little bit. Whoops, sorry. Mind the noise. Which roll did I use? This one. I'm going to also make some space in my washi tape dispenser. Just going to plonk some of it out. I have a little bit much in the container at the moment. Because I also use it a lot for like my year of shorts stuff. Because yeah, many times that also needs to have something. And yeah, I think like this is a Karate Art washi tape. I thought like it's fun to use that also for the containers. So again, I'm going to cut off the parts that I don't need. So the part with like the information, I know it's very crooked, but I don't care. But this part will end up in my logbook as soon as I'm done with the kit. Excuse me. But for now, it will stay in the tray so I know which drills are in there. I'm going to cut off, again, the numbers. These, thankfully, are fully individually cut stickers, so I don't have as much fuss with them as I did with the other kits. Could have just cut it in over here in one go, but no, I'm extra today. As I said, I'm already out of brain power. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with leftover stickers or just three of them. You know what? I'm still going to cut this off. Because otherwise, I know how I am working today. Like that. And then just make this one a bit smaller. Okay, ready to go, I guess. Yes. I think this will be like mostly all small colors, so we'll see how everything goes. I will for now also need to put drills in there. I will for now also keep the bags just in case I need them. Oh no, are we already starting with like static? We'll see. I'm not wanting to grab dryer sheets already. But I fear I'm going to. Because, yeah, it's sticking to my container already. I don't want to. But well, if they're all like this, I'm going to have to. But yeah, as I was saying, like, my brain is a bit fried with, like, potentially, thankfully the chances are very small, like, potentially needing to have surgery. But at the same time, like, it's still, like, it's annoying. It's like the first thing I thought of that it would be like a specific infection. But my doctor was like, I don't think it will be that because I had hardly any pain. She was like, if it's an infection and that if it's like painful. Like some infections are just painful, and I'm going to grab a dryer sheet because this one is also annoying. So yeah, I'm just going to walk. My stuff for my diamond painting is like not even a meter behind my camera, so I can just walk over and grab everything because I'm already back. Because I have this one in my regular diamond painting stuff. So that is a little thing of like cut up dryer sheets. Sometimes I reuse them for other kits, sometimes not. Depends on how much I want to fuss with when I'm kitting down. Okay, that's a lot less static now. Thank goodness. Hopefully not all the colors are as bad as that one. And if I use the big washi tape like this, I can still use it. So that's nice. But yeah, on top of like my health being like questionable at the moment, we're also waiting until my son's referral gets in so we can get that figured out. Husband has like a potential move from the position he is in now at work to a new position. So that means he also needs to work somewhere else. So that's no fun. But yeah, most likely that will not happen until like a year. But it's nice to know like what everything is up to. Because yeah, I'm not good with like not knowing. I really have an issue with like not knowing stuff the last couple of years. Earlier on, I was like, I don't give a rat's behind. As long as it works, it works. But nowadays, I'm like, I need to know. Sorry if I bumped the table when I'm throwing these drills out. I'm so sorry. But yeah, hopefully I don't get you sick with it. But yeah, I need to do like something. Because, yeah. need to get them out there somehow. So yeah. But at least health-wise, husband is doing good. Daughter is doing good. Like mine is her like normal struggles, but that's like her everyday things. So that's at least good. Like my mental health is like at an all-time low at this point in time, I feel, because yeah, there's too much going on and it's no fun. So it's annoying. And that doesn't make me any more fun either. Like with everything I do, I feel like one step forward, one step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Like slowly I will be getting there. But it feels like it takes so damn long. So yeah, it's annoying. Thankfully, the attic is moving along. I'm also almost done with like the stuff for the teachers, for like the gifts for the end of the year, which is like in a couple of weeks. So I don't have too terribly long anymore. Ooh, and there a drill went flying, but I'm not going to fuss with it at this point in time. But yeah, so today I finished the last of the stuff for the interns. So now I do need to check out like at the teachers, like, okay, what intern has what day as their last day? So I know when to bring the stuff. Because that's always a good thing to know. Oh well. But yeah, then I need to do one more round for the teachers. I can now combine them because I now can do like both the sets that I still need at one time. So that makes it a lot easier. So in like 3 days, well, probably from filming it will be 4 because I don't think I will get the chance to work on it tomorrow. Well, Thursday is also still debatable because I have a lot going on Thursday. But yeah, hopefully at least like by the end of the weekend, I'm able to close that off. Need to like sand off the edges of a few things and then wrap it up and put it together so I can take it with me whenever I need it. So at least that's a good thing. Attic is thankfully also still moving along. That's also why husband has taken a day off tomorrow. Because we're like talking about logistics of grabbing certain stuff in the store and we could fit it in the car, but we couldn't with the kids. So we're like yesterday, like, okay, the store is open, but my husband couldn't get these planks we need like in the car by himself. So he needed my help with that. But yeah, obviously the kids are too small because yeah, they're 5 and almost 7. And yeah, I can't leave them by themselves for a bit. So yeah, there is something like going on at my husband's work. So he's like, it will be a very slow day anyway. So he's like, if there's nobody else that has like the same idea, I'm going to ask if I can get off so we can do it on Wednesday. So yeah, he ended up taking off today. Well, he ended up today as taking off for tomorrow because it was all fine by the departments he works for. So yeah, he is off tomorrow. So in the morning we'll bring the kids to school, then go to the hardware store, grab the stuff we need there, put it all on the attic, and maybe even be so great as to do a little bit. Fingers crossed. We at least did like a little bit over the weekend. Actually, like we only did a little bit on Sunday. On Monday, husband was like, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm like so tired. I was like, okay, fine. We at least did something yesterday. So that was fine by me. Excuse me. Ugh, this is static again, but it's not too terrible, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe when I'm working on it, I'll still need to put in some dryer sheets. We only have small drills so far, so I'm going to move this over a bit because I'm not thinking I will be having a lot use for the bigger containers. But it's to be expected with like 66 colors in just a tiny kit like this. So I think it will be going pretty slow because I will need to single place a lot of it. But at the same time, like the background is like a lot of the same. In general, there's a lot of the same. So we'll see how this one goes because it's up in the air. Still need to put the sticker on. But yeah, on Friday we dropped off the kids at my parents. So as soon as our daughter came from school, because I needed to go to the doctor, not only to call, but to have like the doctor check out whatever it is that's bothering me. I needed to be there at like 11:30 and our daughter's school is out at 12. So it's like, are you able to go like a little bit earlier? So it was like, yeah, sure. There are 15 minutes that I can also take off earlier. So thankfully he was able to pick up our daughter from school, so I didn't need to rush. In the end, I was also fast enough at the doctor's office, well done at the doctor's office, and it went all quick enough that I also was in time to get our daughter from school. I was to my son like, you know what, we're just also going to walk. And yeah, we were on time still. It does help that our daughter's class is always like late, very late. But yeah, probably next year she will be most of the times like the earliest to get out of the school building. Cause yeah, second grade, I believe it's like what it's called. It's like here it's called groep 4. But so far I am anticipating her going there. So yeah, most of the times they are like one of the first to leave the building. So that will be a good change. Yeah, so we took the kids out from, well, the son and I walked to the school to pick our daughter up from school. Went home to eat. And right after that, we left for my parents. Boy, did we notice that it was busy. It was a 3-day weekend. Came to find out, well, like the day before, that there's also like a railroad strike. It was just part of the country, like in the middle of the country. But because a lot of the trains are controlled from there, it had national, well, masses. It derailed, pun unintended, like everything. So yeah, what normally took like 50 minutes took like longer now, and back was even worse. We ended up also shopping at like a city close to my parents. So we went there and we're like, it's already late enough that it's not that we can do much. So we're like, you know what? We're going to go there. There are a few stores that we don't have close to us. So we're like, we can look at that. Well, obviously, we're also dumb enough to just leave there when it was like 4 o'clock and a lot of businesses are done. And yeah, it's a long weekend. So there are also a lot of people that have like a weekend off. So they are going to go on like a small holiday, and it was such a mess on the road. Thankfully, we were able to plod along. Ended up being like around 5:30, like in our area. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to go to there and have like a lazy dinner. Go to a restaurant and have a nice dinner there. Ended up working out perfectly. But yeah, it was kind of a bit of a mess. And here we go again. This is also a bit of a mess. Shake the living daylight out of them. Oh, come on. Stay in there. As long as they are static, it's so annoying. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. I think that's better. I hope, at least. But yeah, so we ended up going out for dinner, which we were somewhat planning at least, so that's a good thing. Yeah, we ate at our local sushi place, which we absolutely love because the food is always just absolutely amazing. So yeah, afterwards I felt like I was stuffed. But yeah, the food's so good. Afterwards, we, well, had a lazy evening, plodded down on the couch, watched again some episodes of True Blood. Yeah, didn't do much else in the evening, aside from like trying to get our food to digest. In the morning, we nicely were able to like sleep in, even though my brain is set for like 8 o'clock. Wake up, even though I don't want to. But I was like, I can try to sleep again. But like my brain was going on 100 miles an hour. But at the same time also, like, if I then decide to sleep off again and I fall asleep, then most of the times I have even more trouble sleeping in the evening than when I don't. Because when I don't fall back to sleep, yes, I'm tired, but at least I'm not groggy for the entire day. And if I would have slept again and I woke up at like 10, like my husband did, I would most likely have been groggy for the entire day. But yeah, so on Saturday we decided that we go to the city close to us, like next city over, because they have there a store that's like filled with all things like Disney, Marvel, Harry Potter, animes. Like, it's like a heaven in that place. They had like a new space and it's like so much bigger, so much better. It's amazing. I really wanted to get something for our kids because they are really into Pokemon at the moment. But like the stuffed animals they have there, they were a bit too pricey for me to just grab something. And also they didn't have a really big of a selection. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to wait. Maybe get them something for like Christmas or something. Or my husband can print them something. Because they got a invitation for a birthday party from like our neighbor kids to go to in, 2 weeks? Yes, next week on Saturday. So that they are also like completely crazy about Pokemon. Well, they are kids, so they're crazy for a lot of things and like for the limited time spans most of the times. Just like our kids. It's the newest shiny thing. Our kids are also like watching like Pokemon, like the old series. They are now at like season 2, episode like 19 or something. I believe they were like at 19. So, and they are loving it. But my husband is now, for the kids that have their birthday party, he is going to print them some Pokeballs in like their favorite characters, or at least some of their favorite characters. We are waiting to get some filament in for the 3D printer. I asked like their mom, like, okay, what's their favorite character? For the boy, I got like 5 different ones. For the girl, I got 2 different ones. Because they're twins. And yeah. we ended up finding something like really cute for them. So yeah, we now need to wait to order some stuff. So one of them will get a Pikachu and the other one will get a Eevee. And I'm pretty sure our kids will also want to have them, but we're like, maybe we'll wait to give them until we have like their new rooms figured out and we can do like a theme. So our son can get like a Pikachu or like in general, like a Pokemon room. I have last week been watching for like covers for his bed with like Pokemon. But yeah, they were kind of pricey. So I'm like, I'm going to wait with it. But yeah, it's really fun for him. Oh, this is, it's so annoying. Again, shake the living daylights out of him. Try to stuff everything in the container and then shake everything out once more, because I do think this will fit in this container. As long as the static wants to at least cooperate until the lid is closed. So that I at least can decently fuzz it in there. Yep. All in there. Good enough, I think. I hope. Hey, as long as it fits in a small container, it fits in a small container. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe we'll print like these fun Pokeballs, because there's a 3D printer, well, a 3D pattern maker, however you want to call it, that does like a lot of these cute Pokeballs with like all things. They even have like some like Captain America shield Pokeballs or things like that, but they have like a lot of the Pokemon as well. Downside is a lot of it is on Patreon, so we do need to then like pay. I do know that they also like sell them separately, but yeah, they are like €5 per, if not dollar, something per item. So yeah, that will be adding up quite quickly. But yeah, they are so cute. Even I'm like, okay, I really love them, so I would even want them. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. That's like still open for debate. Like on Saturday, we went to the city over for like that store. As I said, like, oh, there's still a drill in there. They also have like an electronics store that we're like, it's bigger than the one at the place we normally go to. So we wanted to go there so we could also see like what do they have like in like microwave oven things. We still haven't made a decision, so that's also like a thing that's annoying me, because in 2 weeks we have our daughter's 7th birthday party. Well, 2.5 weeks. And yeah, I would really love to bake her some cupcakes, but as long as I don't have a functioning oven, it's really annoying. Talking about birthday girls, there is the furry birthday girl today. Hey, Lucia. So Lucia, our quote-unquote youngest cat of the two, because I have 2 cats, Luna and Lucia. Luna turned 15 a couple of weeks ago. And today is Lucia's 14th birthday. So they are a bunch of old ladies. But yeah, they are the sweetest things. Yeah, they're also a handful. They're just like kids. Excuse me. But yeah, so on Saturday after we went to the electronics store and that like specialty store, let's call it like that. We did look around a bit. Yeah, there were a lot of the stores that were like chain stores that were also like in the place close to my parents. So we didn't look there like Saturday as well, because we looked there on Friday. So we ended up being done quite quickly. Ended up going to Subway for lunch. I do need to say it wasn't as good as it used to be. So yeah, not my go-to. Maybe next week I'm being like, okay, let's go to like a small eatery or something, or anything else, but not there again. Because I had like a half-burnt sub, so that wasn't nice. And I know how they need to taste because I worked for Subway for like 1.5, 2 years. And yeah, I know that the like district manager they had, that was actually like the owner of the store that we were at. And also it was my boss because they had 3 or 4 stores. Well, restaurants, however you want to call it. Yeah, they were really like drilling into it, like it needs to be like up to Subway standards. Wherever the hell you go get your sub, it needs to be tasting the same everywhere. Well, now this time it wasn't. Like my bread was almost burned. I had like the Italian herbs and cheese. Well, the herbs were so much into that bread. I know that they like roll it themselves, but yeah, it was just too much. Normally you get like white bread, brown bread, and like all the toppings you need to roll on there, but it felt like they just rolled it like way too much. Like instead of doing like 1 roll, they did like 10 or something. Yeah, no, it wasn't nice. I can better say like I grab a sandwich from the store, a regular store, grab the meats and just make it myself, because most likely it will be tasting better then. So yeah, I wasn't too happy with that. But yeah, lesson learned for next time. Yeah, after that, we ended up going to another place because we wanted to look for birthday presents for our daughter. Because we're like, yeah, we still want to give her, we want to give her something like physical, that she has something to like unwrap for her birthday, because she wants to have from us like earrings. So in the end, I might decide to just grab some earrings, but she wants from my parents, she wanted to have some Barbie clothing, shoes, like the whole shebang. But I couldn't find them in stores. So we went to another store first. Hardly had any there. That wasn't like Barbie itself. They were like off brands, like Steffi or anything. We saw a few. But like actual Barbie, nothing. So we might end up getting like Steffi or something. Ended up going to a bigger store in our area. They also didn't have any. Looked online, they hardly had anything there. So yeah, by the time we went back home, it was like raining kind of hard. So it was like 3 o'clock and we're like, okay, it will be a chill evening today. Well, a chill day today. So we basically just plumped on the couch and did not much. I did do a little bit of resin work so that I had like a little bit of movement on that. So that was nice. But yeah, we just had some relaxed time. That was also just perfect because it's time that we could just sit, talk, do nothing, whatever we wanted, without being interrupted like every 5 seconds, like mommy, daddy, mommy, daddy, mommy, daddy, mommy, mommy, mommy. But yeah, it was so relaxed. We ended up having takeout for dinner. We tried a like, I think it's a chain actually, that came to our place like a year ago. We have been saying that we wanted to try that like multiple times. Never got around to trying it. So now we saw it. They were like, you know what we're just going to see? And they had some spare ribs and some like other dishes. And we're like, you know what? Spare ribs sound like really good at the moment. So we're just going to ordered. And they were like one of the best ribs I had in a long time. They were so nice. They were still juicy and tender and all you want. Like, they had a good seasoning on them. Not too much, not too little. A perfect sauce with them. They were amazing. Dipping the french fries in them, that was even better. Yum, 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 yum. But yeah, it was so good. So yeah, we had another stuffed evening. Yeah, ended up watching, yet again, some True Blood. The day after, what did we do on Sunday? Oh yeah, on Sunday we did some work on the attic. So we had a bit of a framework for a wall we need to build. And we wanted to have a window in there for some ventilation and stuff. And also a bit of light because it's dark enough already there. So we could do multiple things at once. So we ended up doing that for a little bit. So thankfully we made some progress on that. After that, we needed to figure out how all we needed to do certain stuff. So we needed to go to the hardware store, yet again. And we, after that, needed to pick up the kids because, yeah, they also needed to be picked up because they went for 2 nights, but then it was done. The fun was over. We had the kids back. Obviously, I still miss them, but at the same time, they could have stayed for a week and I would have been perfectly fine with it. If they are like me in a few years, they will be staying at my parents for a week at a time. So can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. Love having my kids around, but love to have some space. Because, yeah, they can be extra. They can be really sweet as well. Don't get me wrong. I love my kids. I would be heartbroken and if anything happens to them. But, yeah, I think it's typical of kids. At some point, you just want to have them moved. But, yeah. Yeah, so at least we figured out the rest of what we needed for the little window we needed to do there. On Monday, we figured out what we wanted to do with the ceiling of the basement for the attic in certain points. So we made some progress on that. So that was also nice. So we still got a lot of things done. Yes, we didn't get the progress in actual of these extra plates on the ceiling and the walls and everything. But at least at the same time, we at least got figured out how we needed to do it. Yeah, as I said, we figured out we can, fit it in the car with, get it in the car with just one of us. So as I said before, my husband decided that he would take tomorrow, so Wednesday, off. Which he did. So tomorrow, as soon as we drop off the kids, we will be going to the hardware store, grab the stuff, and hopefully still be able to do something. At least that would be amazing, because, yeah, I really want to finish that attic as soon as possible. We are, I think, over the halfway point now, especially now that we have at least measured out everything for the little window. Iron bars are in there. We have one of these iron fence things that we use for it. It's wire stuff. So we ended up already having to cut that. We only need to take it out now so we can put some stuff in it and put the screws in it so it stays together. Then fit it back in the frame and screw it all the frame together. And then we can move along with putting the walling next to it. So that's nice. We earlier had the plan on basically doing that last. So yeah, it's nice to have done that in between. So we can now move along. We need one more plate at the part where the bed will be going. Full plank, call it like that. And then we can also do the wall on that side. So that is nice. Oh, I'm so looking forward to finally being done with the with the attic. Cause it's a headache project for a way too long time. Cause we were already starting the attic when I didn't even know I was pregnant with our son, and he turned 5 last month. So I hope it doesn't make to like the 6-year mark. Well, it's almost at that point, but like at least not like till our son is 6, because that would be way too much. But yeah, for the rest, I have a meeting with school this week for like the whole group of parents and grandparents and whatever all that do help out at school for like cutting the fruits and stuff, because a lot is changing this school year because the municipalities stopped paying a certain amount of money, so we also need to do lunch ourselves now. Yay. Thankfully, like this school year will be done with the money that they had, because also like a lot of the parents paid. But yeah, because it's like a voluntary money, they don't have like the set amount of money for like doing everything, and that's a whole lot of something, and yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, we are going to have a meeting with the school to see like what they are going to do with like the fruits and vegetables. So, because they were planning on at least continuing that. But I do know that like one of the people from school, like I think it's like janitor is the correct term for her. But yeah, she was also saying like maybe if people would be willing to like say they don't get their like voluntary, what's the word? The best translation, like the money you get for being a volunteer, you get like $5.50 an hour or something. So it's like a small amount, but like I know one of the parents is there like 4 days out of the week, so it adds up quickly. I get most of the times like about 30 euros a month. But yeah, it's something I wouldn't get otherwise. But I do know that they said like maybe like if people would be like, okay, I can forfeit that money and it goes back into the project, maybe that's a way that they can keep it going and everything. So I'm really curious to see like what they come up with and all. But yeah, it's a whole lot of something, but we'll see. And oh, there goes a sticker. Yeah, cat, I know you want your food. You still need to wait like almost an hour. Yeah, I know. You're so hungry. You're always hungry. Oh, this one didn't need to go there. It needs to go there. But yeah, so I have a meeting about that. As per usual, our daughter has her swimming lessons on Wednesday evening. What else did we have on the planning? I think that was about it for this weekend. But like next week, I need to go bring our daughter to like her training on Monday. I do believe she also has that this Thursday, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, she had it this Thursday, then she has it next week on Monday. On Tuesday, there was also something, but like my brain is not braining, so I don't remember out the top of my head. Then on Wednesday, our daughter has swimming lessons. On Thursday, our son has a school trip. They're going to a playground like one place over. Then I also need to go at the same day to the hospital. The day after, our daughter has her school trip. They are going to a zoo like an hour away. And yeah, so yeah, there's basically like every day something. Some days are big, some days not, but at the same time, it's like it's always something. It feels like it's always something, at least. Obviously, like kids having their school trips, that's a fun thing, but it's still like it does make that I need to make sure that they have their lunch, their snacks and everything like prepared, and I need to take care of that like with grocery shopping. I need to think of that, and it's a bit of an extra hassle still, so I'll gladly do it, but yeah. The kids also today had a day off, so I had a good practice day, because today we went to the zoo again. Went to Gaia Zoo, which is close to us. It's an amazing zoo. You have probably heard me talk about it multiple times, but it's like so fun. So we now had feeding presentations at like one of the monkeys and one of the, like, I don't know what kind of animals they are. Like, if I would translate it literally, it would be forest dogs. I have no clue how they actually are called in English. I haven't looked at the like signs because it says in Dutch, German, and English. Haven't paid enough attention, to be quite honest. So that was fun. The kids were very wild about it, to be quite honest. I was kind of impressed because, yeah, they actually they eat animals, so thankfully they didn't put in like live animals, because that would be a little bit much, but yeah, they put in a full rabbit, and it was a big one. It was a big unit. And they had like the quote-unquote small ones, tear it to pieces, basically. They were starving, apparently. Because apparently the mother had some surgery done, so they feed the parents separately, because otherwise they are basically too wild for mom. Which I can understand. Kids can be a handful. And yeah, they apparently hunt in groups and everything, and they can take down quite big animals. But yeah, so we found out like the 8 animals they have there are all family. They are mom and dad. And then they had like, I believe they said like 2 kids last year, and then 4 this year, or like the year before and last year or something like that. But at least he had like 2 litters. So that was nice. Then we went to another feeding presentation at like the monkeys. There was also a monkey with like a little one from like 3 weeks old. It was so cute. The kids loved it. What my daughter especially loved is that when we went to the capybaras, which is like at the moment like her most favorite animal, they also had a new, well, I don't know if it's called a litter, but they had new little ones. Because apparently they had like little ones like, I believe, last November. But they were kind of big now. And we looked and there was 2 little babies next to them. And it was so cute. I was like, oh. So yeah, my daughter was happy. Because there were some small capybaras again. And they were lucky because like a lot of the animals were there. So yeah, we had a good time. Packed lunch for us. Had some drinks, had some snacks. So we got there as soon as the park opened, like around 10. And stayed there till 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that. It was really nice and quiet because our kids at school, both of them go to the same school. They had like a study day today. And all the other schools in the area are still in school. The only reason it was busy at some places was because there were, I think, 2 or 3 schools that had like field trips there. So that was what made it a bit busier. But for the rest, it was nice and quiet. And oh, I love it. I love to go there when the kids have a study day. Because that's so nice and quiet. You have the space. I don't need to fuss too much at the kids that they need to be close, because when it's busy, it's busy. And yeah, everybody basically shoves around, and yeah, the little ones still want to see everything, so they need to shove in between people. And they are enthusiastic, so they want to run ahead, and if you don't pay attention enough, they are gone before you know it. We've had that happen. Thankfully, found them quickly, but yeah, today at some points where it was a little bit more busy, I was like, hey, come to me, please. Please hold my hand for like a few minutes. As soon as it's a little more settle down and it's not so busy, you can run ahead again. Thankfully, they very much listened. By the end, yeah, you get through the gift shop. So they were both like, when they saw the way we walked, because yeah, I told them that we would be going back home. They were both like, can we get a stuffed animal? I was like, you know what we told you? Like, as soon as like the parking cart, like the 10 entries parking cart is empty and we need to get a new one, then you can get a new stuffed animal. I was like, you can get one, but you do need to pay me back. So if you want to pay yourself with your own money for a stuffed animal, you can get a stuffed animal. That's not the thing I am against, but I'm not going to gift you everything you want. So both of them were like, okay, I want a stuffed animal, I'll pay you back. In the end, they both were really smart and nice, and they both decided that they wanted to have like one of these like tiny, like what is it, like 7 centimeter long tiny ones. Our daughter got a koala, even though in that park they don't have koalas. And our son got a snow owl. So they were both happy with their stuffed animals. As soon as we got back, they were both like, okay, can we now pay you back and then go watch television with them? I was like, well, to watch television, it's a little bit early, but you can pay me back and then play upstairs with them for a little bit. And then as soon as it's like time that you can watch TV, I can call you downstairs so you can watch TV with them. So they were okay with that. So that was nice. But yeah, all in all, it was a good day. So that was very fun to have like one of those days where like the kids behave. They are perfectly behaved, almost adults in how they behave, because I hardly needed to fuss. They were so sweet. I loved it. Obviously, they are small, so you still need to repeat stuff. But yeah, they were so perfectly behaved. I was like impressed with them. And yeah, also with them like wanting them, and they also were at the same time like with the stuffed animals. They saw these small ones and they were like, ooh, cute little small stuffed animals. Like, yeah, they most of the times, the smaller the stuffed animal, the cheaper they are also. But you can decide for yourself what you want. And daughter was like, I want a small one. She didn't even look at the price. She was like, I want a small one because they're cute. I was like, yeah, fine by me. So she picked out herself the little koala, and her son was also like, I also want a small one. It's like, yeah, fine. You're the one that needs to pay for it, so you're the one that needs to pick it out. Obviously, if it's something that like, they had one that was like, I don't know, I think it was some kind of monkey, and it was looking so strange. I was like, no. It looks crazy. Looks like it has rabies or something. It had a terrifying look on its face. So like, better not that. Maybe look around if you see something else, because it was basically like the first one they saw. And then she saw the koala and she was like, yes, I want that one. I was like, yeah, fine. If that's the one you want, that at least looks decent. But yeah, the kids had fun. I thought it was nice to have like a relaxing moment without needing to fuss at the kids at every corner. It was relatively peaceful there. So yeah, it was really nice. With all the craziness going on at this point in time. But yeah, I'm almost done kitting this up. I do need to put a second bag of this in here. Then I need all the AB drills. There's a lot in this kit. We have a pale, like a yellowish green. We have a dark green. We have an orange, a light blue, a light pink, a somewhat like brighter red orange. We have another light, I think it's like a light gray, and we have a darker blue. We have like a whole lot of it, so yeah. Also need to check up because in the meantime, I saw that a window popped up on my laptop that like my editing process would be done. But I have a little bit of like fussings with my external hard drive at the moment, so many times I need to re-edit videos like 2 or 3 times because it lost connection in one way or the other. It's very, very, very annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, it's still annoying. But yeah, like video wise, it's still all the usual that you can expect in the upcoming week. And yeah, hopefully I can start the Feeling Playful kit like Friday is the planning at least. Because I need one more section on the Peach Dahlia I kitted up recently. Because, yeah, it takes like 2 hours to finish a section. And many times I can diamond paint for 3 hours. So, yeah, I can't fit into sections in one day. So, most of the times I can just take one. So, yeah, I need to figure out something. So, yeah, it took a little bit longer than I wanted to. But can't help it, won't help it. So yeah, hopefully I can start feeling playful soon, and hopefully it's not too bad in like popping drills, but if it's the same as the other canvas from that company was, I'm just not going to fuss with it. It will be in the trash pretty quickly. But yeah, with that being said, like, I'm just going to leave it at this. The last few colors I will be doing off screen because I feel like I'm rambling quite long. Yeah, I even passed the 1 hour mark. Yeah, it's not crazy, but how long I'm rambling. But yeah. Yeah, with that all being said, if you liked the video, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and all the fun YouTube stuff. If there's anything you want to tell me, ask me. Just want to let me know that you watched the video by leaving an emoji. You can all do that down in the description, down in the comments below the video. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!